Morning, Leesville High School Sophomores baseball fans. I'm Coach Smith. First thing I'd like to do would be to congratulate or to thank my assistant coach Logan Craigbill and Coach Derrick Mayo, who's not here with us this morning. First, I'd like to take a little time to talk about the 2021 team. We were small in number. We started off with 14, and we actually ended up to the last game with only 11 suited out in uniform for one reason or the other. We had a couple of key players go down with injuries. So we were small in number, but we were big in heart. This team really works hard. There was a lot of improvement that a lot of folks didn't see on a daily basis. Me and Coach Craigbill and Coach Mayo could attest to that. Watching each of these fellas grow as young men and their skills and their personalities and their characters. So I'm proud of each of them for that. I know starting off the season, we kind of didn't know what to expect. We had high hopes, but being realistic, we weren't sure. And I really believe that every game we went out there and competed, and we put a good product on the field. So, hats off to you fellas for working your ears off and being able to do that. We play some quality teams. Obviously, the state runner-up is in our district. So, I thought each of you fellas did a great job. I do want to recognize our team. First guy I'm going to call up, Jaden Slaughter. Jaden is a sophomore outfielder who was one of the guys that went down with an injury there in the last week of the season. He's still recovering. Jaden's always been a tough young man, and he's had a lot of adversity through his career so far, and he's going to continue to fight and improve. And we hope he gets his full vision back so he can rejoin us in 2022. The next person, Carter Causey. Carter plays second base and majority of left field for us this year. He did a good job of improving. And I know he's pumped up this summer to make more improvements. Carter's a sophomore. Our next sophomore I'm going to call up Luke Dupree. Luke's also a sophomore. He played first base for us and also in the outfield. Luke is the self-proclaimed most stylish person on the team. So Luke adds a little flair to the Cats. Junior Nick Nash. Nick played third base for us, pitched a little bit. Nick's been with me now for 3 years. Nick's always kind of battled injury, but he started off this year with a hamstring injury, and if you know anything about hamstring injuries, those things kind of nag, and you never fully get over it. So we're looking for Nick to recover from that fully and have a great senior season. Matthew Hazel, freshman. It's always scary in 4A when you have to play freshmen at any time, but especially when they get playoff experience, so to speak. Matt played first base for us. He's going to be our catcher. He's our backup catcher. He's going to be our catcher when Mason Fitzgerald leaves. Matt really works hard. He's got some, even though he's a freshman, and it's a big role to fill when you're a freshman stepping up at the 4A level. Matt did a great job. A lot of learning experiences, so we're looking for more big things from Matt. Caleb Kiker. Caleb's another freshman who also got some quality time, and we laughed. At one point in the season there, we had a game, and I said, poor Caleb, he doesn't know if he needs to click another run up on the scoreboard, go courtesy run, pinch run, or go in, or he doesn't know exactly what he wants, what we want him to do just yet. So, Caleb, we appreciate you, man. Always being willing to do whatever the team needs, and Caleb, he's looking forward to a great sophomore season. And then our last freshman, Jackson Beeler. Jackson did a real good job for us in center field. An old adage in baseball is you always want to be strong up the middle. Center field is very important in the outfield. I remember this summer Jackson came up and he struggled just catching routine fly balls, and he turned himself into a pretty good center fielder. He could turn and go with the best of them. He got a lot of playing time as a freshman. He actually had a big game-winning hit against Washita Parish that I know we won't forget. Washita Parish was in the second round of 5A baseball, one game away from moving on to the third round. And thanks to Jackson, he got a big base hit down the line to go ahead. Every year we're in a pretty tough district with Tioga and Ritter, and every year we were fortunate to have a player or two make all district. This year we had 2 first teamers, 2 second teamers, and 2 all-teamers, 2 honorable mentions. The first young man I'm going to call up is Cole Smith. Cole, he made the all-district team as an honorable mention pitcher. Cole, he really worked his tail off this year to become one of our main pitchers. He had some bright spots, and then he had a lot of spots there where he learned a lot. I know Cole, he worked real hard to get where he's at, and he's just chomping at the bit to get back at it this summer, and he's got his bullseye on being the ace of the staff next year. The other young man I'm going to call up is Derrick Smith. Derrick's been a true utility guy for us. We moved him around third, short, second. He pitched a little bit. Last year he started off his career at Leesville playing a lot of the outfield. Derrick's always been a big asset to the team. You can move him around. And of course, again, one of those added being strong up the middle. He's that guy in the infield that you're going to have up the middle. Derrick, he made the team this year as honorable mention shortstop. So Derrick, congratulations. The next guy I'm going to call up is our second team pitcher, number 5, Matt Rieger. Matt's a junior. He did a real good job on the mound for us. Matt started off the season struggling a little bit, and then he got hurt. He came back, and his first start was actually against Washita Parish, and he threw a gem there and won that game. And since then, he did a real good job, and he earned second team all district there for our baseball team this year. Mason Fitzgerald. Mason earned second team utility player. Kind of had to fight and rub elbows there a little bit to get him that. But we had 3 solid catchers in the district this year, and everybody knew Mason was one of the best ones. So we had to get him on there. Mason did a great job behind the plate. He really swung the bat well for us at the end, which is when you need it swung the best. Mason is going to be a leader on this team next year going forward. And again, they say that the catchers are the batteries of the defense, and that's a huge role. And Mason does a great job behind the plate for us. The next 2 guys I'm going to introduce are both seniors. Jake, Brody, y'all come on up. Jacob Mount and Braden Bradley both are seniors. They both earned first team all district. Both of them are very deserving. Braden hit .435 in district, which is pretty good. And Jake was obviously the ace of our staff, and a lot of folks felt moving forward if we could have got Jake healthy there for that last game, that Bro Bridge would have definitely been in a bind. Jake was a big part of our team all year. He's another one that suffered an injury going down the stretch. But both of them are first team. Jacob Mount was first team pitcher. Jake has been a workhorse. He's one of those guys that's a leader on the field. He's a coach on the field. It's not every day that you have an extra coach on the field that's a player like that. I love Jake. He's been a great leader, not only for the baseball team, but at the school and for the football and baseball program. So I know Leesville High School is going to miss Jacob and his leadership. So Jacob, thank you and love you, man. And then Braden Bradley. First team third base. I tell you, 3 years ago, was just a strength coach, and in the weight room comes this little old guy that's about 5'3", 110 pounds. Probably 5 of that was just him saying it was 110 pounds. And he gets under the bar and he bench presses, and he's got a 10 on each side. Ladies, some of y'all probably can do this. And he's going to not admit to it, but it's true. He gets under there with 65 pounds, he benches it, and then he gets ready to do squat. And he's got 95 pounds on the squat, and he struggles to get it up. And I said, man, what is this guy doing? Today he walks across the stage, 6'2", 200 plus pounds, and hitting 430 as an all-district third baseman. It's a big testament for what young people can do if they set their mind to it and they actually work day in and day out. Not just at the sport they're in, at the skill they're in, but in the weight room and all the way around. Braden had a long way to go as a little freshman, but he got there. Braden, I just want to say congratulations. I think he had a great career. In my mind, you're always going to be one of those guys that never gave an at-bat away. And as a former baseball player, as a coach, that's something that very few people understand. And I thought you did a great job of that. And I miss you and love you too, man. Probably have a whole lot more to say, but I know due to time constraints and the softball coach Gentry's chomping at the bit to get up here and give away her 45 awards. So I'm going to thank you, Muscat.